Whoa, man, Phobos. I cannot believe I didn't see it before. Now I know. It's the same geometry. Wow, man. I mean, it's just undeniable. Look, when I take the outlines off, look what happened. Check it out. That's a thumb right there. I mean, it's so clear. This is a thumb. Like that. It's so, that's why NASA delete the image and tamper with them, because they don't want to tell you that God is who make all this and it's visible. Wow, man, look at that. I mean, there are hands in every which way right there. Look, the fingernail is up here from this huge hand that is grabbing it. Well, then there are hands going this way. Whoa, man, look at that. And that's the so-called monolith right there. That's what's supposed to be the monolith. Look. That's the so-called monolith. It's not any damn monolith, it's just another sculpture. This thing is one enormous hand. Look at that. Make it bigger. I mean, if it's not true, how come the outline match perfectly if it wasn't what I'm writing on it? Then look, it has hands grabbing that, every single finger, and the small hands are being grabbed by smaller hands like that. It's insane, man. I mean, but it's so clear. Look at that. Every single part of this moon is a hand sculpted on it. Check it out, it's perfect. I mean, there is no blemish anywhere. It's like you're looking at your own hand plastered on top of that moon, or what's supposed to be a moon. Look, you can see the whole thing. Look. There's so many of them that it's just impossible to do it unless you really know what this geometry looks like. You will never guess, because they delete the whole, they tamper the image. That's what that is. Oh, I didn't see it before, I can't believe it. It's only when you see it in a smaller size. Look at that, right there. This metallic looking part is all the same geometry. You have to take the color off to see it clearly. Unbelievable. Look at that. Now it's in bluish. Ah, wow, man. Incredible. A flying hand. And it's probably not even flying. It's probably not even flying. It's just vibrating. Look. The index. I mean, you can see it clearly. That's the thumb. The fingernail from that thumb. Fingernail from the index. Then you have the second one, the middle finger. Then you have the ring finger. But the hands always are made in a way that if you don't know what the that geometry, you will never guess it. Because it has hands going this way too. Every single part of the moon is sculpted with the same thing. That's why the geometry is so difficult to decode. These are small fingers like that, grabbing every finger, huge finger there. I mean, you can see it clearly. I wish I knew how to do Photoshop. I would show this all perfect. And not just outlines like I'm doing right now, because it doesn't do any justice. I wish somebody would freaking listen to me. One of these, like, the dude that did this work, Simon RBAC Pro, he got the best works. And that right there is one enormous finger in the fingernail, look. Look at that. But it's a huge finger and it's a hand going vertical down. You can see that this is a finger and that's the fingernail is shiny. And then you see the second finger and oh my goodness. And then there is another hand going up. It's like crossing each other. This guy was totally incorrect. Towers, there are no towers. It's all sculptures. They look like towers. There's none of that. See, he put the bizarre. Yeah, it's bizarre because you don't know the geometry. Once you know that geometry, it all makes sense. So what really is, look, that looks like a face. A reptilian looking face, some kind of face. It's not. It's only a hand here. Look, that's the thumb. Then you have the index, the middle, the ring, and the pinky. And it repeats down here again in a bigger size. Oh my God, there's so many hands there. Look, and it goes around that hand and every single finger, like I said. And this is the structure that he sees. But he didn't realize that the entire moon is covered with the same geometrical patterns like that. Because that's the crystalline structure that covers, that is look, in this side you can see the hand clearly. At the beginning that I did the hand, that's what that is. That's how I know now. It's a huge hand grabbing this thing this way. Look, like that. Look at the thumb, the index, the middle, the ring, and the pinky right there. Wow. That is incredible. But it is. There's no shame in accepting that now that that's what that is, a geometry. Yeah, when you see this image like that, then you don't see it that well. And you see it this way. But if you know the geometry, then you start seeing that this is an ocal right here. And I mean, it's an enormous hand grabbing this thing. It's only in that picture, that the first one, that you can see clearly what that is. And this, wow, this is an enormous fingernail. And the other one and the other one, they look like eyes. And you might as well have that. It was the intention of showing some kind of face, but it's not. It plays tricks with us. You can see it right here, look. That's the index, the ring, and the pinky. And that's the thumb right here. Look at that. That's the ring, I mean, the index. Look how perfect it's made. But it's made in such a way that the ring, the index can be the thumb or the middle. That's how perfect this thing is. And then look, it repeats right here again. Look. It keeps repeating. And then you look at vertical one going down. Like I said, it interlock. It goes this way. And then it goes that way. I mean, I'm doing a crappy hurry up deal because this is, like I say, it's so insane. The way it's done so perfect, it's just an insult to try to duplicate that. You can see patterns there, geometrical lines, perfect, like a computer program did the precision is all, I don't know how to describe it. You can see it's geometry to the highest level. And it becomes three-dimensional. See, it's like this, and then it's like that, and it keeps going, but in fine, real fine lines. You can see that the whole thing is geometrically, I mean, they use precision points to do the outlines. To do these outlines of fingers and hands. So this is not any random or somebody sculpted the deal because it thought it was, no, this is some kind of technological advance that we cannot even imagine at that scale, to the micro, from the micro to the macro, from tiny to ultra super huge. That's gotta be some heck of a knowledge, man, of geometry. Like I say, only a god like with that kind of knowledge could do this type of geometry at that level without a single imperfection. You can look it up any which way you want. You're not gonna find a mistake somewhere.